Hey guys, in this lecture we are going to see what is the difference between linear convolution and circular convolution. We shall take up an example and we'll try to solve its linear convolution and as well as its circular convolution. Say, I have an input signal x of n which is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 4. And impulse response of an LTI system is given by say 1, 2, 1. So both the sequence it is varying for n equal to 0. So if to find linear convolution, so in a shortcut, before that, what is the formula to find linear convolution? Y of n is what? Summation n varying from infinity, x of k varying from minus infinity to infinity, x of k, h of n minus k, right? We are not going to use the formula. We will see how we can find linear convolution in a shortcut method. Okay, so what we do is we write one of the sequence in row wise, the other sequence is a column wise. Any sequence you can choose because convolution holds good commutative property. So I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 4. So this is the input signal. I'm taking it in a row, and the other signal impulse response I'll take it in column. Now what we do is we are going to multiply. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 3 is 3, 4, 5, 1, 4. Similarly, 2 multiplied with all this numbers in the row. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 8. Similarly, 1 is multiplied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 4. Now y of n, the linear convolution sequence is nothing but y of 0 is 0, 1. This is y of 0. Addition of these two is y of 1. Addition of these three numbers is y of 2, and goes on. This 3, this 3, this 3, this 3, this 3, and this 3. So you have to add diagonally. Okay, so what do we get? The second number is 2 plus 2 is 4, and third is 4, it is 8, and this is 12, and this is 8, 13 plus 3, 16, this is 10, 4, 1, which is 15, this is 5, 7, 11, and this is 9, and this is 4. So this is the linear convolution. Fine. So basically what is this? This is nothing but output of an LTI system, right? So if I have an LTI system with input x of n and impulse response h of n, what is the output we get? Y of n. So this is the output. So it's a linearly convolved sequence. So if I want to find circular convolution in a shortcut method, what we do is, okay, so before finding the circular convolution, I have to make sure that both the length are same. Both the sequence length are same. So here what is the sequence length of x of n? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But what is the length of h of n? It is 1, 2, 3. So we have to make sure that both the length should be same. If it is not same, I have to add appropriate number of zeros for the shorter length sequence. Here the shorter length sequence is h of n, which is 3. So I have to add how many zeros? I have to add 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros I need to add so that both the length will be equal to 7. Okay, so let me write it here. After adding zeros, what do I get? H of n 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So the length of h of n is 7. Length of x of n is also 7. Next is, so you choose any one sequence, either x of n or h of n. Choose any one to convert that to matrix. Okay, one of the sequence have to convert it to matrix. So how do we convert it to matrix? I will choose x of n to convert it to matrix. So if I choose x of n to convert it to matrix, so first row of the matrix is 1. You keep the first element as it is, and rest of the element you come from this direction. Okay, from the opposite direction, which is 4, 1, 5. This is 4, and this is 3 and this is 2, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I covered all the elements, right? Next, to get the next row of the matrix, circularly shift it right. Okay, first row you circularly shift it right. So when I circularly shift it right, what happens? This 1 comes here, this 4 comes here, this 1 comes here, this 5 comes here, this 4 comes here, and this 3 comes here. Whereas 2, since it is circularly shifting, this 2 comes back to the beginning. Now this goes on. Again you shift it right, circularly shift it right. So this 2 comes here, 1 4 1 5 4. 3 comes here. Now this 3 comes here, 3 2 1 4 1 5. This 4 comes here. Next is 4 3 2 1 4 1. This 5 comes here. How many rows I should have in this matrix? I'll be having 7 rows. Why? Because the length of the sequence is 7, right? So 1 2 3 4 5, another 2 rows. So this 5 comes here, 5 4 3 2 1 4, and this one comes here, and last one, so 4 1 5 4 3 2 1. So this is the matrix, right? And the other sequence, which is h of n, we will write it in a column 1 2 1 0 0 0 0, and this is equal to, now I need to multiply these two. So 1 into 1, 1 plus 8, 4 into 2 is 8 plus 1. So 1 plus 8 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Now 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 into 1 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. Now 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 1 is 8. 4
plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12. So 5 plus 8 is 13, 13 plus 3 is 16. 1 plus 10, 11, 11 plus 4 is 15. So 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 5 is 9.
So I should get totally 7 elements, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So therefore y of n is equal to, it is 10 8 8 12 16 15 11. Okay, let me call this as y L of n because it's a linear convolution sequence. I will call it as y C of n because it's a circular convolution sequence. See, if the difference between linear convolution and circular convolution is nothing but you just see what is the length of circular convolution. It is 7, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So after 7, these two elements left in this sequence, right? So you add this 9 to the beginning of the sequence. So 9 plus 1 is 10, where I get 10, and add this 4 to the next element of the sequence at the beginning, which is 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8, so I got 8, and rest of the elements are same, 8 12 16 15 11. Correct? No? So therefore I can say that circular convolution is nothing but earliest version of linear convolution sequence. And one last thing is length of linear convolution sequence. Length of linear convolution sequence is always length of input sequence plus length of impulse response, the second sequence, minus 1. So length of input sequence plus length of impulse response minus 1. So if you see, this is 7 plus 3 is 10, minus 1 is 9, right? So I should get 9 length, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? So whereas length of circularly convolution sequence is always length of the bigger sequence, length of bigger sequence. Why bigger? Because I have to make sure that both the length should be same. So if it is not same, to the shorter length I have to add appropriate number of zeros so that both the length will be same. So that's why the circularly convolution length is here is length of bigger sequence. Here bigger length is 7, so it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that is the length. So this is the difference between linear convolution and circular convolution.